Eto na nga ho guys, there's ongoing war between the political parties and parang nag-i-start na silang bumoses for the 2025 election. So kung dati, before, si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte lamang ho ang naglalabas ng pahayag sa mga pulisiya at programa against the Marcos government, ngayon guys, kasama na ho ang PDP laban. Sumama na guys sa laro, sumama na guys sa gera, sumama na sa eksenang ganap itong grupo ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte na PDP laban, na kung saan guys sila na mismo ang nagki-create, gumagawa ng statement at reaction sa mga action guys na ginagawang polisiya ng ating gobyerno. OMG, nangangamoy 2025 election na. So, this is a sign. Hudyat na ito guys na, there's ongoing war between the political parties, kanya-kanyang pabanguhan, kanya-kanyang siraan, kanya-kanyang labasan ng baho. Even though tayo, we people, we see the ongoing wars between the political parties, right? For example, si Sara Duterte and Romualdez, diba? Sara Duterte hitting House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Duterte hitting House Speaker Martin Romualdez and the Congress. Kaya, diba guys, kitang-kita na natin ang nangyayaring gulo dito sa, political parties. But then, yung paggalaw ni Duterte dito kay Romualdez at paggalaw ni Sara kay Romualdez, self-defense and attack pa lang nila yon. Hindi pa kasali dito, guys, ang mga political parties nila. But now, this is the first time that PDP laban, naglabas, guys, ng statement condemning sa suspension na ipinataw dito sa SMNI program ni Kibuloy at ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ano daw tawag doon guys? Hitting the press freedom. Kawalan daw yun. Tinatanggalan nyo ng press freedom. Yun daw yung sabi. But anyway, sa aking napapansin guys, dinadigest talaga nila ang sinabi ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte way back October 17, 2023, 3 months ago, na sila daw guys ang magiging newly opposition. Yan ho yung napapansin ko. Basahin lang muna natin to guys bago tayo pumunta sa attack ng PDP laban. Noong October 17, ano sabi ni Duterte? Walang opposition ngayon. Tingnan nyo dyan sa labas, walang tumitira sa gobyerno, tahimik lahat. So, papaano na yan? Wala nang mag-criticize. Kung ano lang gusto ng gobyerno, sige lang, go ahead. No one is minding the store actually. Doon sa kabila, tahimik sila. Nabili lahat. So, yung Liberal Party daw is nabili daw lahat. So, pati media, tahimik. Wala kang marinig na puro praises or tahimik. Have you not noticed that? Is that really the environment of a democracy? Ang demokrasiya, maingay. May chatter, ngayon wala na. So, yan ho ang, nilabas na statement ni former President Rodrigo before, diba, sa usaping confidential funds na hindi napagbigyan ng kanyang anak, diba, sa usaping budget. So, sinasabi niya na bayad na guys ang opposition at sila na guys ang magsisilbing newly opposition. So, diba, how effective you are kung sakaling maging opposition ang PDP laban. Then go ahead if you want to become a, opposition of the Marcos administration. So, anyway, dito na tayo guys sa tirada ng PDP laban. So, sabi ng PDP laban condemns MTRCB suspension of Duterte's SMNI show. Yan ho ang sabi. So, tirada daw ho ito sa tinatawag na press freedom. So, anyway, basahin natin. The MTRCB on Tuesday decided to suspend the airing of 2 SMNI programs, Gikan sa Masa, Para sa Masa, and Laban Kasama ang Bayan. So, after it received complaints against alleged violation committed by its host. Actually, in the first place, hindi naman yan sila, masususpend kung hindi sila gumagawa ng mga wrongdoings, such as, spreading lies, spreading misinformation, red tagging, hindi din sumusunod sa kapisanan ng broadcaster ng Pilipinas. So, they have many violation and You think na kapag madami silang violation and hawak ito ng former president, ay hindi na pwedeng parusahan? No one is above the law. Right? Diba? Kung ang ABS-CBN nga na-suspend. Now you know the feelings of the ABS-CBN, mga host, may-ari ng ABS-CBN. Alam nyo na yung feelings. Right? May problema din kayo sa ownership. Tapos gusto nyo hindi kayo ipasuspend or tanggalan ng i-revoke yung yung franchise nyo. 'Di ba? Napaka naman yun, napaka-unfair naman ng batas kung pumapabor sa inyo. So, no one is above the law. So, sabi dito, in a statement on Wednesday, PDP Laban, Secretary General Attorney Amy Torrefranca Neri, yan si Neri guys, said the suspension was an attack against the press freedom. Grabe naman, kala mo naman kay linis-linis ng kamay at walang bahid, 'di ba? Ng mga tinatawag na paninira. Kala mo naman super linis, 'di ba? Ng SMNI para hindi sila ipasuspend. So, attack daw yun, guys, against the press freedom. Guys, actually sasabihin ko sa inyo, so personally, as a vlogger, 'di ba, wala akong karapatan na maglahad ng fake news. And no one deserves to hear fake news. Sana ganun din ang gawin ng mga programa or TV shows. Walang biases. And besides, syempre, 'di ba, no one deserves to hear fake news. So, magbalita kayo ng tama. Guys, dapat may sinusunod kayo na code of ethics. 'Di ba? Sana nag-aral din kayo ng journalism. And now, guys, ang nangyari kasi, katulad kay Ka Eric, naglabas ng misinformation about sa 1.8 billion travel expenses of our House Speaker Martin Romualdez within this year. So, isang taon, gumasta ng 1.8 billion itong si House Speaker Martin Romualdez ng sarili niya lang, at kung kasama pa yung staff ng Congress, it will cost a 2 billion. But then, napatunayan naman na kay House Speaker Martin Romualdez, ang travel expenses niya ay umabot lamang ho ng 4 million at sa buong staff ng Congress is 35 million. So, humigit kumulang 39 to 40 million lamang ho ang travel expenses ng buong Congress kasama na si House Speaker Martin Romualdez. The news, 'di ba, was released by Ka Eric Celis, hindi niya binerified if it is true or not, as long as meron lang siyang maiputak, meron lang siyang maisira against the government. Kasi guys, yung ginagawang pagtitirada, attack of the SMNI anchors to the government, this is a sign, guys, na namumulitika na sila. This is the sign also na sinisira na nila ang ating government by spreading lies. So, kailangan itama. Kailangan maparusahan kung sino man ang dapat parusahan. So, no one is above the law. So, bakit nyo pa ba pinagtatanggol to? Anyway, going back sa ating topic, this is a clear affront to the freedom of expression. Hindi kayo tinatanggalan ng press freedom as long as tama yung sinasabi nyo. Press freedom has a limitation and you cannot use the press freedom of expression to spread lies in the public because first of all, no one deserves to hear the fake news. Okay, the MTRCB has sent a chilling message to the Philippine media, most especially broadcast, in this act of curtailing our freedoms, which present a clear danger to our democracy. Now you know the feeling of ABS-CBN hosts and yung management ng ABS-CBN. Alam nyo na yung feelings. 'Di ba? Kung ano yung ginawa nyo sa kanila, yun din ang bumalik sa inyo. But anyway, guys, kung nagbago man yung voice ko, nalobat, guys, yung isang mic ko. So, interrupt ko lang muna yung ating topic. Nalobat yung isang mic ko. So, nagsasalita ako, wala na pala siyang boses. And again, inulit ko yung stanza dito sa MTRCB paragraph. But then, okay, continue tayo. Sabi dito sa balita, Neri said, the MTRCB should have waited instead for findings of the Office of the Prosecutor before making such a move. Ano yung silbi ng NTC, ng National Telecommunication Commission, kung yung kanilang trabaho ay papatalagalin pa nila? Anong silbi ng NTC kung ang dami pa nilang hintayin blah blah blah? 'Di ba? NTC guys, meron hong trabaho yan. So they do their jobs. 'Di ba? Para hindi na ho matagal kasi lalo pat inuobliga na sila ng Congress. You know, this is a job of NTC na pabilisin ang kanilang trabaho lalo na itong SMNI ay pinupush na nila. Kaloka. You should be vigilant about the curtailment of our freedoms because the very essence of our democratic way of life is being attacked by the Senate in this case. So, on October 24, ACT Teacher Party List Representative Franz Castro filed a complaint before Quezon City Prosecutor Office seeking to address the alleged death threat made by Duterte on national television during his show sa Gikan sa Masa. Kailangan pa bang antayin ang ano ng prosecutor dito sa kaso ni Representative ACT Teacher Representative Party List Franz Castro ay ang linaw-linaw na meron hong death threat na binanggit si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And why the MTRCB allow Duterte to, magmura on air? Bakit kailangan yung i-air yun or hindi nyo man lang binibip, diba, kapag nagmumura? So, it is a violation also. So, bakit nyo kailangan ipagtanggol ang hindi naman katanggol-tanggol? No one is above the law. Sa totoo lang. Kahit kayong mga PDP laban, maging new faces of the opposition, who cares? As long as mali kayo, hindi kayo uubra. So, but Duterte, in his counter affidavit made by public on December 15, denied threatening the life of Castro and argued he is merely recounting conversation he had with his daughter kay Vice President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So, bobo na lang ang hindi makakaintindi if hindi naintindihan ang death threat na ginawa ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte on air dito sa SMNI sa kanyang programa. Sa totoo lang guys. Sa totoo lang. Bobo lang ang hindi nakakaintindi nun. Anyway, hindi kami pinanganak kahapon para gawin nyo kaming maang-maangan, mangmang, para gawing bobo. So, buti sana kung walang social media ngayon. 'Di ba? Buti sana kung hindi pa laganap ang technology na para maging uto-uto pa kami na side nyo lang ang naririnig namin at yung ibang side ay hindi. 'Di ba? Right? Anyway, na-stress ang Mima. Anyway, that's all for today's video. Hope you like and share, subscribe for more updates. Ingat mga kababayan, Merry Christmas!